Welcome to the final part of Sonic Origins. We're in the Death Egg Zone again, except this time instead of just a single hallway with chemical plants graphics slightly altered, it's a full fucking stage like it was intended to be in Sonic 2.
Pretty intense.
Truly the Dark Souls of Egg Zones.
There you go.
I'd say the Dark Souls of Egg Zones is probably actually Scrap Brain. If we're talking like legitimately.
But is it called Egg Zone?
No, it's actually
Then
called
it's not
Scrap
an Egg
Brain.
Zone.
It's a colloquialism.
You're a colloquialism.
That's what I fucking
Let's
thought.
go down the list. How many stages in the series have egg in their name? Okay, so to start us
Death
off,
Egg.
we have Death Egg, okay?
Yep.
Then we have Scrambled Egg and Crystal Egg, both in Sonic 2 on the Game Gear and Master
The
System.
Game Gear. Yep.
Then we have Sleeping Egg in Sonic Chaos, and that game also has Electric Egg. Yeah? Okay. So then Death Egg in Sonic 3 again, okay. And I think there's a Final Egg in Sonic Adventure.
Yep.
And there's Egg Rocket in Sonic Advance. Oh, and Egg Quarters in Sonic Adventure 2.
Yep.
And those are the only ones I can think of. Egg Fleet from Sonic Heroes.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like other. Like, would you count, because even though they do have the same name, would you count Death Egg from 2 and 3 as separate entities?
Yes, they're very different stages.
Okay, so then the two from Game Gear.
So we're
3.
up to 10. We're up to 10.
Yeah, 10.
I can't think of if there's anything after that, though.
Me neither. Was there a Death Egg in 4?
Oh, shit, there was, so that's 11.
11, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
There you go.
I just always forget about Sonic 4.
That's fair. Easy to forget.
Sonic Unleashed has Eggman Land. Does that count?
It does have the word egg in it.
It's true.
So that's 12.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Fuck Eggman.
Fuck Eggman. Knuckle. Oh shit, look at my rings!
He's got the funny number.
Oh, by the way, I just like how, like, this little anti-gravity section, like, the, floor and ceiling of that area just straight up says egg on it.
Egg.
Leg.
Okay, let me think of other games.
Harry, what did you just say?
Leg.
What
You
does
wouldn't
Mom
know.
do?
You don't have legs.
What?
Ooh.
Yeah, I think 12's it, unless there's, like, a stage in a handheld game I'm not thinking of.
Do
12.
I
Pog.
retire now, or when will the suffering end?
Never.
Yeah, the suffering will not end.
At least I have Hideki Naganuma to cover me.
That's a lot of boinging.
Yeah, it is. What was that?
Megalobania.
I'd like to
Minimal
imagine-
boing efficiency.
Eh,
Oh my gosh.
You see, my favorite thing is when somebody discovered that Sans' little thing actually was sampled from Patrick.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's the line from the episode where SpongeBob has the bad breath and everyone thinks he just thinks he's ugly.
He thinks he's ugly.
And then Patrick's like, maybe it's the way you're dressed. The may and maybe is actually where it comes from.
That's really funny. I did not know that.
Let me send the video actually, because there's like
There's the guy who samples it. It's pretty much dead on.
Yeah.
So, what's with the blue filter?
Oh, you know.
There
Yep.
is
wouldn't
not a
know,
blue
Gary.
filter.
You don't have blue.
Ooh, she wears orange glasses.
Oh, yeah, Carrie is wearing.
Blue. No,
The
I'm
thing is,
not.
she's
It's
actually
blue.
wearing them right now, because she actually took me with her to get her glasses.
It's like, okay, now it's not cloudy, but it was kind of cloudy for a while. But now it's clear. Did you
Probably
guys
has to
see
do
what
with
I was seeing?
fried corn on the cob. Negative. I think your eyes are just stopping.
Are you saying like? Are you talking about the weather, Carrie?
Huh.
What?
Maybe
was
there
that
was.
sound?
I
Is that
think
a
there was
yes or a no?
something. No, I just think there was something weird going on with my computer. It made it look like there was a blue filter over the video.
That is.
Oh.
That's weird.
Harry said, "What's going on?" Like that.
Yeah,
Exactly
no, it
like
wasn't
that.
the color. It was more like it looked like it was foggy.
I did not.
Either
see
way,
that.
Carrie
I
was
think
like,
you're
"What's going
correct.
on?"
Yeah, that was so weird, and then it just went away. I think it was just waiting for me to point it out and then make a fool of myself because
"Fuck, the
nobody
jig is
else was
up."
having their computer do that issue.
All right,
jig
I
is
found
up.
it. I found it. I found it. And also, I just want to note too. Yes, in the process of finding it, YouTube is now giving me Dragon Ball superhero ads.
Nice for
Alright.
the movie, yeah.
Yeah, you know, I still
Oh.
haven't watched the Broly movie.
The Broly movie is very good.
I hear it's better than every Broly movie from the original from Z.
Not only is it better than every Broly movie, it's also better than Battle of Gods and Resurrection F.
Nice.
Yep.
Oh my god. So here we have Red Eye, a boss that actually
Dead Eye.
did come back in Sonic Mania. One of my favorite little details about this is, okay, so Knuckles does not go through Death Egg because his story takes place after Sonic's and Death Egg is destroyed.
Yeah.
Using the level select code, you can put Knuckles in Death Egg, but Knuckles
Yeah.
cannot reach its Red Eye's hitbox. Knuckles' lower
very
jump
funny.
height means he cannot reach Red Eye's hitbox. And in Sonic Mania, when they brought the boss fight back, they actually lowered the eye just ever so slightly just so that Knuckles could hit it. Since he actually
could
does
knock
go through
on it,
Titanic
yeah.
Monarch.
Interesting.
I think I talked about this in the actual commentary too, but yeah, I really like details like that. Also, we are now in space.
Ice.
Twice.
I know that was an almost Australian way of saying space.
It's like Australia.
Well, it does make sense because we're upside down right now.
Oh my gosh, I remember when I was a kid and thought stuff like that was funny.
Like
The
Australia, but spice.
no, I'm talking about the space reference
Oh,
that
the GLaDOS
Oh,
space.
Portal
Evan
2?
did, yeah.
GLaDOS
The
in
Space Core
yeah.
thing.
Space Core.
Yeah.
That is
Space
funny.
Core
You
sounds
should
like an
feel ashamed
aesthetic.
about it.
It
Sounds like a
really
music
does.
genre.
It really does.
Space Core.
They don't speed up the music. They just put a bunch of like. They just make the music mute because there's no sound in space.
True. And then they decompress you rapidly and you die.
Yeah.
Wait, so you mean like Australia in spice? Go Spice Broncos!
Spice. Go Spice Broncos.
And see spices.
Better be careful there, butter. Space dingo will eat your space, baby.
Poor Sheila.
Australia is pretend.
Australia
In
is
Apex,
not real.
I play the two champs or legends I play the most are Mad Maggie and Fuse, who are both Australian. So
You play fictional characters.
I do. Also, Will, fuck off.
No, I'm saying every Australian is a fictional character.
So,
oh really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
So what's
no,
Australia?
actually, like, so,
All of Australia, it's a theme park.
Oh,
I-
interesting.
I watch, so I have watched tons of game commercials from all around the world, and what I've learned from this is that Australians pronounce Sega as Sega, and there's no way that's a real fucking thing.
Well, to be fair, we pronounce IKEA instead of IKEA, so we kind of have it coming.
True.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
in the context
Yeah.
of... The thing is, they're still playing the same game as we are, and when they start up the game, it goes Sega, but they still call it Sega.
Isn't it? Wait, is this an
Single.
accent thing? It might just be an accent
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
It is just an accent thing.
could
Australians,
actually be saying
Australians
something.
like raise a lot of their vowels a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And
They
when you
do.
raise, it goes to E.
Okay, this
Yeah.
is my least favorite thing in the whole... This is my least favorite section in the whole game, actually.
It's my most favorite to watch.
Just
Wow.
because... That's because you like watching the things that I hate playing. I remember
Name
Mega
another
Man
time.
and Bass in particular.
Hurry is actually
yeah.
a villain, and Evan is her arch nemesis.
Huh?
Rocky.
What?
You know, for all intents and purposes, this would be a very solid Supersonic theme if it weren't for the fucking instruments.
True.
Did you know that you can abbreviate that to Finstruments?
Yes, I did know that.
Then why didn't you do it?
Because I didn't want to.
Ooh.
You'll lose the
Absolutely
emphasis if you abbreviate it, you know?
Emphasis.
Yeah.
Emphasis.
Basis.
I'm bassist.
You're bassist?
That's bassist.
There you go, Will. Beans.
I like how you're running upside down. So how are you getting gravity right now if you're in space? Do you
Yeah,
have
true.
magnetic shoes,
No,
and are
Harry,
the magnets attaching
Okay.
you to...
So,
Okay.
seeing as this is an actual space station, it stands to reason, like in a fairly high-tech one like that, it stands to reason that it has its own artificial gravity shit going on.
Even outside?
Yes.
Who's to say that this is?
This would also explain why Sonic is also walking on the ceiling at some points, because the gravity is all completely artificial.
Or maybe you are inside, these are just really, really clear windows.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's definitely a possibility.
Because I don't think Sonic can just like be in space.
He actually can.
Yep.
He doesn't need
He
to
does at
breathe.
the final boss.
I disagree.
Yeah, and also, well, okay, to be fair, Hypersonic can breathe underwater. When
Well,
not even
Hypersonic can-
Supersonic can breathe underwater. So
Imagine being so fucking broken that you just don't suffocate.
so
You
here's
just
my
don't need to
favorite
breathe.
thing.
You're too cool.
I didn't
Suffocation's
know.
not the only thing you have to worry
So
about.
I didn't know for years that Hypersonic can breathe underwater, because the thing is, you don't get Hypersonic until Mushroom Hill at the earliest, and there is no water after launch base. The entire Sonic and Knuckles half of the game does not have a single body of water to it.
It's Knuckles.
Now, you can replay stages after you beat the game with all the emeralds, and so I could have learned it that way, but, you know, I don't spend a lot of time underwater in Sonic 3 because it's not really that much of a hazard in this game.
Yeah.
True.
Sonic must either not have body fluids or they must have a really, really, really high boiling point, because that's also something you'd have to worry about if you're in space.
Anyway, yeah, Sonic can totally breathe in space.
true.
I remember in Sonic X, the entire third season of that anime is in space, and while any human characters are seen wearing a helmet, the actual fucking animals are not.
Yeah.
That's because animals are invincible.
Alright, so this boss fight, he's got a bumper that tracks Sonic, and if you have Tails following, he has a second one as well to track Tails, so Sonic cannot damage him, so what you gotta do is use these little spiky robots that he spits out to hit him that way.
Like that.
Yeah, like that.
Nice hairstone.
Bumpers.
Boompy.
Bumper.
Bumper.
Bumper balls. Bumper cars.
Bumper balls is a mini game in Mario
Bumper
Party.
cars.
Tails. Come on.
He's having a hard time.
I like the little face on the enemy thing. It actually looks kind of cute.
Yeah.
Oh, you killed it.
Mom looks cute.
He be vibing in the red
Mom's
car.
pretty.
Red car.
This.
Ran off on the poor
You bet my mom?
Okay. So.
Your mom?
So. You may have noticed my ring count just reset to 0. Do you know what that means?
Negative.
It means I died.
Did
Oh,
you
And
classic.
I cut out the death.
shake his hand?
Okay. So. Oh, I'll do
So-
more than shake his hand.
The Death Egg Robo is walking on a platform, correct? I think we've already
I would assume that is indeed the case.
Because as a kid, I thought the Death Egg Robo was so fucking big. It was literally just like walking like from the planet
Yeah,
to the
me too.
platform.
By the way, this is actually not the
From
Death Egg
Bubbles,
robot.
though.
I mean, the one in Sonic
Right,
2
this
is,
is,
but it has its own name. It has its own name, and it's not really as well known because it's like something that like came from like the Japanese manual and was not really, or like some Japanese material and was never acknowledged actually in anything in English. But it's called the Gigantic Eggman Robo.
That's lame.
Yeah. Of course, I'm just kind of paraphrasing because it's in Japanese, so it's actually called the Kyodai Eggman Robo.
Ah,
Which
Kyodai, yes.
Kyodai,
Okay.
Very, very big.
Kyodai means big man specifically, if I recall.
Yeah.
Who's a big man?
He
So Normally, I would be very reckless here, but because I have no rings, because I died, I have to be super cautious, and Tails can really fuck you over here. If you go for, like, the big jump, and Tails hits him before that, his invincibility frames will cause Sonic to clip right through his hitbox and fall right into that pit. This is a thing in the original version of Sonic 3 as well, and... Also, I fucking love this final boss theme here, too.
Oh, it's banging.
Lastly, and this completely caught me off guard, okay? So the chase sequence here. In Sonic Origins, the widescreen makes it harder. Because it pushes Sonic back further, and I now need to, like, abuse the, drop dash to keep myself from falling off the edge.
Yeah, Jesus.
Because that never happened to me in the original. Like, I'm pretty sure it's the widescreen that causes it. But we're not quite done. Even though Eggman dropped the Master Emerald, he came back for it off screen because we have one more
Doomsday
stage to
Zone,
do.
yeah, that sounds pretty bad.
And first thing to note about Doomsday Zone, it now plays the correct sound when Sonic transforms at the beginning.
There we go.
When in the
Ooh, I
original
like the
Sonic
music.
3, it would just like make like it sounds like a slide whistle, honestly. You know what I'm talking about, Gabe?
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying the music.
Yeah, it's very intense. The other thing to note about Doomsday Zone, so Sonic Origins made one change to the actual game here in Doomsday, and it's if you're Hypersonic, the dash has been made significantly stronger.
Yeah.
Like, he dashes way farther, and it makes Doomsday a lot less frustrating, actually. Which I'm kind of glad about, because, like, in original Sonic 3, Supersonic and Hypersonic in this stage was just a cosmetic difference. I guess it slightly changed your ending as well, but, you know. Also, the missiles now have full 360-degree rotation instead of 8-directional.
Omnidirectional. The fuck is that? All we know is full movement.
Yeah!
Bing, 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 bong.
Wait, isn't that a thing that Crazy Frog does in the video? He, like, makes two missiles, like, he redirects them and, like, hits the people's planes.
Wait, is that, like, an actual thing, or are you just being a shitposter right now?
No, I think that actually happens.
Oh my god.
Wait.
Wow.
I'm not gonna watch it now, but I'm pulling up the video now to...
There he goes. But you still got another phase. This is like the actual boss fight part, and now you actually start picking up rings again.
Yep.
When I was a kid, I would always really clutch this, like, at this fight and get my ring count super low, like in the last, like in single-digit numbers before actually beating him, and it was super tense.
Wow. Yeah, that sure sounds like it.
So that's the thing. So since Supersonic or Hypersonic loses 1 ring per second, if it runs out, you just die right there. Because you're in space.
I would die if I were in space, to be fair.
Last thing to note is the music and the ending now.
Yay.
This theme plays only when you have Hypersonic. If you have Supersonic, it plays Sky Sanctuary, or if you got the bad ending, it plays Sky Sanctuary.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, this is a prototype song, actually. And thankfully, it's in the exact same state it is in the later build of the prototype, so it sounds good, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I actually really love this as an ending theme, too. I think it's a lot better than, really, Sky Sanctuary, and also some fan-like versions would use the Sonic 3 standalone credits music that's actually just fucking Stranger in Moscow.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is better than both of those as an ending theme. Anyway, there's Angel Island going
There it
back
is.
into the sky.
It's rising up.
And Sonic and Tails are leaving, and here comes Knuckles going, "Oh, hey, see you guys, I'm sorry I tried to kill you like 600 times, but..."
Sorry, bro.
I know, they don't get a reconciliation in this, do they?
Oh, I mean, that's not... So, they don't really encounter each
Unless
other.
that was it.
The next time
fair.
Sonic and Knuckles encounter each other is in Sonic Triple Trouble, where Eggman tricked Knuckles a second time.
Does a bit of
Gotcha.
trolling.
I believe if I recall, Knuckles has been tricked by Eggman a total of 6 times in the game's canon alone.
Holy stretch.
So by the way,
That was a weak stretch, Gabe.
Well, the thing is, I'm also holding in a shit right now, and if I erupt too much, I'm gonna erupt down there too.
and then it'll be so fast he'll propel himself upward.
Yeah, it'll propel me through the ceiling. I will die on impact.
It's true. So by the way, in the OG like Crazy Frog video where like he's like racing around like the big city, yeah, he redirects a heat-seeking missile to the bad guy's car.
Wow.
So basically,
Nice.
Crazy Frog, Sonic.
That's crazy.
Also,
I love lore.
the Crazy Frog YouTube channel has a playlist called Crazy TikTok Hits 2022,
Oh my
Okay.
god.
What?
and it's just, I think these are just songs that were like big on TikTok at least at one point in time.
Oh, so I just want to bring one more thing up about the game. Something that they fixed here in the credits. In the original Sonic 3, they just mirrored the tornado sprite, which meant that the Sonic on the side was written backwards.
That's funny.
And-
Sinnoh. It's Sonic spelled backwards.
It's not. I mean, it's not just spelled backwards. It's mirrored.
Yeah, so the C is backwards, and the N is actually a Russian I.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's true.
Just
I
because
love
they
these
just
short
mirrored the
alphabets.
sprite in the original, but it has its own sprite going in this direction now, which is good. It's good.
Real.
Good.
The good ending, which is what we got.
Good ending.
The so-so ending.
So.
Menza Menza ending.
Care to elaborate, Carrie? Why is it a so-so ending?
Because it's not a me or a Ray ending.
Soulfetch.
Wow. Wow. Nice meme.
Actually,
Carrie,
nice meme there,
where
Carrie.
did you get it?
I'm
Where
a
did you
meme.
get it? The
Uh,
App Store?
Unfortunately, Carrie has not lived up to her main goal of forgetting what a meme is.
No, I still haven't forgotten what a meme is.
You never will when you're around us.
Carrie, I'll help. Prosty. It didn't help. It didn't-
I don't get it.
You just wanted to
Wait.
say prosty.
What? Yeah, that's true, actually.
I need to write
What
that in my
happens-
ham chat notebook.
Oh shit, cutscene!
Woo! Oh no, I accidentally paused. Crap, I'm a second behind you
Oh my
guys.
god.
This is cute. My responses are delayed. You all know why.
Yeah. God, I love Eggman there.
Like, bro, don't
He's so
pop it,
great
please.
in the animations.
It's like, bro, don't.
I love these animations always, and here's like one final like animation sequence to close off the game.
Yeah.
We just get to see cool things happen here.
Smack.
Watch out for me.
Watch out for B.
Watch out
They
for
put they put Amy in Smash Bros, but she's actually just a King Dedede clone.
Yeah. She's like the same hitboxes too, just the model is really small. So like, if you like F smash like where DDD's like arm would be, and like since Amy's so small, she'd like still go flying. I love modders.
Oh hey, it's playing the Sonic Mania theme.
I like it. It's good music.
The end
Okay.
of a
Eggman
portion of the
being
classic
like-
saga. Okay, final thoughts time! Will goes first. And final thoughts of all 4 of the games, I guess, in this context.
Of all 4 of the games.
Yeah. Because
Okay,
we did
well-
it in a whole run.
Goes without saying. I have to burp. I'm gonna do this whole thing before I burp. Goes without saying, all the Sonic music is fucking bangers. Gameplay looks very fun. We didn't get to see Knuckles turn off Ghost, so minus 13 for that. So all in all, negative 1 out of 10.
Oh, wait a second. So you were originally
need to
going to
give
give
that
it a
an
score
actual
above a
score.
10 out of 10?
I'll give it a. We'll do 7 out of 10. Good
Alright.
game.
Alright.
Good game. Good game.
Gabe.
Good game.
Good game.
Good game.
I gotta poop. So I'm gonna
Okay.
say what I'm gonna say and then leave because I like really am sweating. I'm standing up. I'm standing up too. That's how bad the clench is.
Oh.
Almost a shit hurt around the world type deal. Not nearly as bad actually. Sonic 1, old but good. Sonic 2, also old but also very good. Sonic 3, Sonic CD's nuts. Funny game. Metal Sonic is a cool guy and I like the music a lot. Doesn't matter what soundtrack I listen to. I jam out and rock out with my cock out. Know what I mean? Sonic 3. No Knuckles turning off the ghost switch, kind of sad, but Sonic was doing it too, and he's not monopolizing the industry. So, I mean, good for him, I guess. You know, small business owners got to support him. The animation is really cute. I thought a lot of the cool, like, I don't know, QOL stuff was nice. We'll say, oh god. We'll say, the gases are trying to escape my body. I guess we'll give it a, like, as a collection, we'll say it's a 8.5 out of 10.
You did that long pause, and I thought that, like, you took the shit and it killed you, and you stopped talking because of that.
It's like, oh no, dead air.
We never see Gabe again.
Gabe, what's happening? Gabe! Gabe!
Bum, bum,
Death
bum,
by
bum, 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 bum. All right, Carrie's turn.
My turn. So, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the first two I hadn't. I do not think. That's also true.
Harry doesn't him.
I do not think, therefore I don't am.
Oh, contractions. So the first two. Oh my gosh, you guys! I'm trying to do final.
Sorry. I will talk.
The first two games, I don't think I had been exposed to them before. Is that true?
You were on the Sonic 1 commentary. You were not on the Sonic 2 or CD commentaries.
Why don't I remember? Yeah, why don't I remember doing Sonic 1?
Because it was paired off with a bunch of 8-bit titles and then capped off with Mania.
Yeah, so that definitely leaves room for things to blend together for me. But yeah, it's kind of nice. I mean, I can't say I have any strong feelings about it other than Sonic 3, which you all know I absolutely loved, and you can go back to our commentary that we did for that for more in-depth thoughts about that from me. It is kind of fun to see earlier games, especially games of this sort that have really evolved over the years. They rarely stand out to me as something super special, and probably because I don't have any nostalgia to go with them, or I don't have experience playing them throughout my life. So it's like, okay, yeah, this is a game. I can see why people would enjoy it, but not particularly substantial for me, but overall positive. And so I think I'll rate the collection as a whole, kind of like the other guys did, and I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. It was pleasant, but I mean, good, but not like amazing, if that makes sense. But it's fun. It's good. It's fun. I like Sonic. It's interesting. I like doing it with y'all. So there you go.
Okay, so I'm gonna be blunt with my opinions about the games themselves. Actually, I'm just gonna open my window real quick because I'm starting to get really hot. Excuse me 1 second.
You are not.
You're gonna open your window and vomit. Like, okay.
All right.
Guess we all just have things coming out of our bodies.
All right. So anyway. Sonic 1, you know, honestly, I don't think the game's very good, but I'm still able to enjoy it. Sonic 2 was a very, very good game. Like, just one of my favorite games in the series. Sonic CD is not quite as good as Sonic 2. It's still really good, and the soundtrack is one of the best video game soundtracks of all time. And Sonic 3 is one of my favorite games of all time ever, period. So, there's that. This collection is made up so it did what I had wanted done since 2013, which was have those mobile remasters of Sonic 1, 2, and CD ported to console, but in the process of that, it gave us a remaster of Sonic 3 at the same time. That's fucking amazing, you know? For the longest time, I've always called the best Sonic collection, like collections of the Genesis games, because there's several of them. But the best one was always the first one they did, which was Sonic Jam on the Sega Saturn, which had similarly had some enhancements and also had a whole, like, proof of concept 3D world with some, like, cool art galleries and, like, video museums and shit. Just a real fun thing. And this completely usurped that. Like, I love Sonic Jam still, but this is the classic Sonic collection. I don't care if it's kind of buggy. For one thing, they're working on patching it, and we know they're working on patching it because they already released a fucking patch for it. And secondly, so if you're playing this on Steam, actually, or if you want to play on PC, people already decompiled the mobile versions and ported them to PC, and that's just a much more stable way to play them without spending a ton of money. But if you want to play, like, these remasters on consoles, this is, and just the classic games on, like, home consoles, modern ones specifically, this is the way to go. To make this more authentic for myself, actually, I took my USB Sega Genesis controller, it's official one by Sega, actually, and I played the games that way. I plugged that USB controller into my Switch and played Sonic Origins that way to get the most authentic experience possible, and, you know, I'm really glad I did, because it's just more fun that way. Anyway, for all intents and purposes, I really can't give this a 10 out of 10 just because there are some weird... There are still some bugs in place, and also I do not approve of the build that they pulled from the replacement Sonic 3 music when dealing with the legal shit. But, you know, other than that, it was an absolutely glorious experience. I give Sonic Origins a 9.5 out of 10.
Nice.
Wow.
All right. Anyway, next time on Smash Team Games, we're gonna start, I mean, like, next time on Smash Team Games, as in terms of upload schedule, we're going to be doing, Castlevania and Resident Evil, but in the context of what we're recording next, that's when we're gonna start working on recording Pokemon Emerald, which we'll be uploading alongside this.
That'll be fun.
But, like, yeah, that'll have been uploading alongside this, so I can't say that's next time on Smash Team Games, you know? But...
This time on Smash
Yeah.
Team Games.
Anyway, so yeah, if you're gonna get this, I would recommend if you're gonna get Sonic Origins, I would recommend getting it on a console and not even touching the Steam version. And that's all I'm gonna say on that matter. I got the Switch version, and I hear, but, you know, from what I understand, the Xbox and PlayStation versions are also, just as solid. Anyway, until next time, this is Smash Team Games, signing off.
Sorry.
Bye.
Bye.